Hey everybody, so SkydoesMinecraft, aka Netnobody, has finally made a response. Basically, this is his way of breaking the silence, actually, like saying something about all the things that have been mentioned about him in the past, about like all the actions that he has done. If you want more of like a better like explanation over everything, you can check out Jay Aubrey's video on YouTube. I'll probably like link it somewhere in this, but this is his response. Basically, he decided to finally make like a tweet about it. His way of essentially, from what the tweet says, it's his way of breaking the silence. And yeah, let's get into it. It's a bit of a read, so you guys might be here for a while, so get ready for it. Just brace yourselves. After 2.5-ish years focusing on my mental health, taking in what everyone says and thinks, and trying to process, I just want to say I'm sorry. Anyone ever felt so negatively of me? I make mistakes, but I only ever try to be a good person. I know it's no toxic gossip train or delicious twit longer, but it's enough characters to establish everything that has been processed and taken in from my end. Believe me, after speaking with professional leagues beyond me, I think it's in everyone's best interest to let them handle everything in the personal realms of my life. That's what they've dedicated their lives to after all. I only know my life. I have no amends, making plans, or happy ending ideas in my head with anyone, and think it's best everybody move on with their own lives. As has been stated, I was always just an emotional guy trying to help others, make others laugh, and along the way I lost focus. Just as you know your life, and one perspective in that life, I only know mine. I'm not a horrible monster I've been made out to be. It hurts and it's a lot of what is taking time to process. I've laughed, cried, put emotions and resources and more to a lot of the very people describing me as a horrible person or mistakes resolved already and already in the process of healing. It's just been all very confusing, and I'm not asking for sympathy, just understanding while I continue to work through it all. Life doesn't end until it's over, and each part of it will be a memory you sort through and try to better yourself. While it's taken me a while to understand that others' perspective are their own, I still know who I am, regardless of the regardless of what those are in this age of literal internet insanity. At this point, I suppose it may as well be a twit longer, but it's just a break of silence and nothing else really. I'm not really interested in being Sky anymore or being a YouTuber, rather just a human being focusing on improvement, creating things behind the scenes, once in a while telling you what I'm working on, and maybe making some music once in a while, as it's therapy to me and my wife. I have been doing okay for those who are interested. I'm married to my wife Wendy, making an album, shooting music videos with her. Grown past internet drama and things that lower my connections to God and a higher frequency as we are getting closer to awakening as a species. Okay. The end times, the solar flash, etc., whatever you want to call it. I don't focus much on the internet anymore due to spiritual beliefs, but I do know you're all out there who have supported me and just wanted me to get better. I just wanted to say to those of you who wanted me to get back in a space I was before, I appreciate you and saw the redemption stories you all wanted for me so much. I'm off drugs, I'm eating healthy, and I'm alchemy alchemically focusing on mind and body. Thank you to those who just wanted a better me. I saw it. I just personally hit a point of pressure I never wanted to be some unmemeable, perfect, non-human idea of everyone's old hero. Lol, the Miles Morales means what the fuck, lol. Those were like confusing and left me in a weird spot of never knowing how to come out and say, guys, I'm just a guy who makes funny videos, employed his friends, which cause some emotions to be included, has a booming ass voice and a viper tongue, and it makes and makes just as many mistakes as you during the process of learning life. I've been accept I've been living in acceptance of my bipolar schizophrenia over the last 2 years, and my wife Wendy has helped a lot. But it's took a long time for me to understand what was happening to me as it developed over the past 5 years. Thankfully, I'm finally in a place where I feel comfortable enough to let everyone in again, and hopefully look forward to a future. I'm excited to show you things I've been working on behind the scenes. I'm not really interested in talking about anything negative anymore. And to those of you who were there for me at my lowest point, thank you. Now, I will say, after everything I've kind of heard about Adam at this point, I'm kind of a bit skeptical about everything he's said in this tweet. I don't really, I can't really personally say like if he's actually like properly like changing because of like everything that he's personally like been through already, that's been exposed and outed with him. And honestly, with this, I kind of was at least expecting maybe like him to like mention something to his like his last wife or girlfriend that he had a kid with, like maybe an apology or like something that went down with that relationship. But there was nothing there. There's no apology, no anything like that. But hey, if this is how he chooses to respond to everything, then so be it. So be it. Tell me what do you guys think in the comment section below. I'm now gonna get to reviewing slash reading some other people's tweets that they're basically their overall responses to seeing this tweet. Mitsan responds to the tweet by saying, "Yikes." Elisa responds with, "Delusion." Brian then responds with, "Is this what I'm imagining it is? They finally said something, didn't they?" Zoom Zoom Zero responds with, "He can never escape what he did in the past. It will always follow him. There's only one way for people's perspective to ever change, is if he changes. Even then, what's done is done. He has to live with the consequences." To which Midsan replies with, "Ah yes, 6 years of countless torture and abuse. What is done indeed." Fizzy Soda says, "Oh, what happened? I'm at work." And then after finding out why, the context of Midsan's tweet says, "Oh, yikes." Brian, aka Famous Films, responds with, "We shouldn't be surprised that the person that hurt so many of us was gonna ever apologize, own up to what they did to any of us. I had a feeling this day would come eventually, but now reading what I read, this person is never going to change, and I'm sure some of us tried and have moved on already from the topic, and that is all we can really do from now. This individual will just not change ever, even with the amount of evidence that there is against him. I'm surprised that there are people that are still supporting them. It's actually crazy. The delusion is actually real with them. Still, anyways, LYKYK. What I'm talking about, cool. If you don't worry. Just make sure that the list of YouTuber apologies, imagine brushing off the trauma you've caused the people. I was just doing me. K." Tim.tv responds to it. "In regards to the long Adam / Netnobody tweet, we never wish ill will on him. You can actually ask anyone else and they'll say the same thing. With me in private conversations, I still try to see both sides of the situation and understand that people make mistakes, and even though this wasn't directly targeted at me or any of us, I feel the need once again to state that he is not the victim here. In order to truly heal, you need to take responsibility for your actions and not deflect them onto other people, or to try to imply that these things did not happen or brush it off, saying emotions were involved. Real people were hurt, some past the point of no return. I personally have spent nearly 3K on therapy since being in that environment, and still do not have a fraction of the mental stability I had before working there. The response to me and other people sharing their stories was to block us on Twitter like a coward. It's not much of an apology if the people you hurt can't see it. In regards to me with my character, the way I was talked to and the way people talked about me behind my back, this was all incredibly intentional. I find it hard to believe you smeared my name to your close friends who look up to you and trust you with their lives for over a year on accident. Was it because I was trying to show them the truth? With all that being said, good for him for stepping away from the internet, getting help and working on himself. I want the situation to be dead, but I will not let the narratives be spun once again." Yeah, dude, from what the stuff I remember like watching as well, Tim got treated like dog crap, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, Tim did not deserve the way he was treated. And that's essentially all the tweets I wanted to talk about when it came to concerning this twit logger that Netnobody / Adam made coming back to Twitter. Honestly, after just like sitting down, just like thinking about it for like a good minute, I genuinely think like this man should do what he say he was going to be doing and just stay off of the internet. Because after everything that has transpired, I think that's probably for the best for him, and honestly for the other people who were treated like crap by him, because he doesn't look like he seems to be apologizing. And maybe I'm just crazy, but I feel like after everything, I'm watching a bit of like a strange pattern going on with this dude.
at this point. I would say like the only thing I would like genuinely want to say from like this point forward is that I hope that it doesn't end up going like the same pattern. I think it's gonna end up going down, and I hope that he actually is like trying to get some proper help for himself. But yeah, other than that, guys, if you guys want to look into more deeper into this stuff, I'm gonna link two videos that are gonna be important to watch about this whole situation. There's gonna be one from Jay Aubrey about SkydoesMinecraft, and there's gonna be one from Midsan titled Taboo. I'm gonna try and link those videos in the description. So if you guys are interested in looking a bit deeper into this, you can. But anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about. You guys take care. I'll see you for the next video.